Hello and welcome to the Workspace Debates, a series of videos created by IDC and sponsored by Shure. My name's Nathan Budd and I work as a consultant for IDC, and I've spent the last 20 years really understanding the impact of technology on organisations.
Hi, my name's Mick Heys and I head up IDC's research into the workplace of the future.
Across this series of videos, we're going to be exploring the role of quality audio on the modern workplace. And if you want to find out more, then click on the links below to explore more of our reports and understand the subject in a lot more detail. Hybrid working was represented as the best of both worlds, but the reality was it was probably the worst of both worlds. The people who liked working in an office were suddenly expected to work from home some of the time, and the people who preferred to work from home were forced to work from the office maybe 2 or 3 days a week. And this was dressed up as flexible working, which was anything but flexible.
When we look for companies where they've implemented a flexible working policy that the employers are happy with and that the employees are happy with, that was less than 10%. We refreshed that with this research, but in terms of the audio technology, and it was interesting, we came up with the same number. We think about companies that have optimized the audio technology for the meeting rooms, for the office, for the mixed mode meetings, that the employees are happy with, that the employees know how to use effectively. Again, it was less than 10%.
So with hybrid, it's what's the impact on organizations, in terms of operational performance, in terms of strategy, in terms of achieving strategic priorities or transformational goals. But more importantly, what is the impact on individuals, on people?
So we've seen a huge increase in mixed mode meetings. Meetings where some people are together in person, some people are dialing in remotely. We see that happening hour after hour, day after day. We had this thing about fatigue on calls. I'm sure we're all familiar with being in one meeting and having to quickly grab a coffee, get to the next one. That really is the nature of business for a lot of people at the moment. And that's why it's really important to optimize this. And again, to look at the scientific research, work has been done on the impact of poor audio quality on people. And it actually causes stress. The cognitive load increases if you're having to struggle to listen. And the interesting point is that builds up over time. If you're in that all day, you will become more and more stressed. And there's more work to be done on the long-term effects of that, but I think everybody can understand that is not a good position to be in. What we found was majority of people reporting issues. 61% reported that they lost the impact of what people are saying because they didn't have the audio quality on the tone of voice. People reporting background noise, people cutting out. So lots of issues there, but it has a big impact on collaboration, big impact on productivity.
Often it's considered that hybrid is not working. It's not really thought through. And although you may be in control of how that impacts the organisation itself, you have to think about the way it impacts the wider ecosystem in terms of how employees may interact with customers, how they interact with suppliers, and how they may be dealing with partners at a much broader level.
Even if you have everybody at home or you have everybody in the office, you're 100% in one mode, and that's actually quite rare. You're still going to be dealing with customers, you're still going to be dealing with suppliers, you're still going to be having those mixed mode meetings. And the research clearly shows a lot of problems with that. And it's because the technology has been badly implemented. We saw again and again, if you like, a circle of frustration where we've got a problem with mixed mode meetings. So let's get everybody in the office. So we've got a problem with employee experience. So we've got to collaborate more, and the technology is not working. So let's get everybody in the office. And you just get into this spiral. And the assumption that the way to solve the problem with collaboration and productivity is to get everybody together really is an oversimplification. So focus on the meetings, focus on the objective of the meeting, then remove the obstacles, get rid of those problems with noise, allow everybody to contribute wherever they are, get the technology right, make sure everybody can use it, make sure everybody's comfortable with it, and make sure that it's seamless. If they're coming in from home, they can still contribute. If they're going home, they understand the technology. It's not an obstacle. It's not causing stress. And that way, you're allowing everybody to be as productive as possible and able to focus on the outcome of those meetings.
Addressing hybrid working models is fundamental to really understanding the short-term, the mid-term, and the longer-term strategic goals of your organization. Thank you very much for watching. And if you'd like to find out more, please click some of the links below.